her speech entitled Labelling. Please welcome Silvia, Sandu, everybody!
What? Chocolate. Anybody want chocolate? No? Okay, I will eat alone. Somebody will eat this chocolate, but will not be me. Just I would like to be honest, you be honest with me. What come in your mind first time when you see a person slim like me with 2 chocolates in the hand? Who want to be honest to tell me? Is a lady there, I can see it. Yeah. Yes?
Probably overweight, can't stop eating, put down the chocolates.
Good. I appreciate that, so you can get 1 chocolate. Get it.
Overweight.
Anybody else? Anybody else? You're welcome. Anybody else? Nobody want chocolate. That's really new. Or maybe I don't see. So then share with your colleagues. I know, maybe feel too shy to say something to an old lady. Labeling. We label others by the characteristic they show us. We all label others. Even don't think too much, just what we see in 1 second. Now, I was on the stage, but how many times you see out there some fat people, to be honest and directly, eating chocolate or fast food? I know some of them, they really don't care. But sometimes, was anything to cross your mind? Maybe that person was diabetic, and before she fall, she needs something very quick to lift her sugar level, and that's why she ate that chocolate. How many of us think about a person overweight, eating junk food? What is behind that behavior? We just label people, all of us. I think, I assume, said there is not exception. Some people said it's not good to put label to people, to label people of any kind, positive or negative. While other people said only negative labels are wrong. Well, in my view, any kind of labeling are wrong, and I will tell you why. Some years ago, I read a story about a boy, age 9. He was labeled as the best in the school. Any field he studied, he was the best. But one time happened that he didn't do his homework for a week, and he has no explanation why. He was just quiet. In all this time, nobody bothered to find out what's going on. But everyone, teachers, principal, colleagues, parents, they just think how that is possible. How he can do something like that. And everyone tell him how wrong was that and how bad it is, how bad will be his punishment, because they try to figure out what they can do for that. And they think how he can dare to do something like that. What was like end of the world. Well, somehow for him was. Just 2 days later, they tried to find him, and they couldn't find him anywhere. Looking everywhere, in the end, they find him. They find him up in the attic. He hanged himself with a little note saying, I am too bad for this world and I deserve to die. The label, the best, was too heavy for his fragile age. Some years ago, I was in the car with my friend's son, and they tried to drop me to New Street train station in order to catch a late shift in Shrewsbury Hospital. They just come to UK in just a few months before, and they don't speak English. Just before we reached there, a police car stopped us. They asked for papers and to have a look in the car. So the boys, they asked me to stay there and to translate for them, which I did. I noticed a very quick change in posture body and the tone of the policeman after he just have a quick look on driving license. I don't know what was wrong. I forgot to mention, we are Romanians. Yes, we are Romanians, and I never feel ashamed by being a Romanian. And I asked policeman what happened. He said, the car will be seized and the driving license will be with me. We asked why. He answered in a very cheeky way, because I can. And also, I know that all Romanians, they don't work, they don't pay taxes, and they try only to cheat and abuse the system. And I look at him and I said, you see me, I'm in uniform, yeah? I am going to work. Yeah, but, and you know, on top of this, actually the signalement of the driver, the characteristic, is in our Baza date that 8 years ago he committed a crime by dangerous driving. And I was 8 years ago. He is 23 even. He has no driving license and he came to UK a few months only. After some negotiation, he decided to give his driving license back, and they seized the car because the tires was needed to be changed, which was correct. Well, we, as I said about the labels, we all should be aware how we educate our children, because sometimes this kind of misconception, this kind of labeling have roots in early education. Also, remember the kids, the children, they don't do what you tell them to do. They do what they see you doing. By the other hand, news and media, they all, most of time, not 100%, but most of time, they help people to put the label. They push people to discriminate by nationality, by race, by gender, by sexual orientation, by religion, sometimes even by invented things. Remember that I am here today to ask you to be kind. I know it's a hard process to stop labeling people, put them in the boxes, but remember, labels are for food, are for drink, are for object. We are human. And as a human being, we need to remember everyone can be affected by the words which we use when we describe them. In the same time, it's good to be kind. I'm here today to urge you to be kind with others. Just let them be. It's place for everyone in the world. Just be kind and try to understand others. Try to understand what is behind some behavior before you put the label. Try to think, I don't know this person too much yet to put the label. If you don't like that person, just step away. And let everyone, start with yourself. Just think how you like to live your life. Just live your life as you want and leave others to do it. Be the person you wanted to be and let others to do. Don't encourage people to do what they want to do, not what you think is good for them. Because only they know what is good for them. So, one more thing. Remember, to be quiet is not an option. It's not an option to be quiet, because then you will be also guilty, same like the one which did the crime. Same like the person which not speak out when that kid hanging himself, and many other cases. Just be yourself and be kind. Thank you. Thank you, Josh.
Welcome. Silvia, Sandu, everybody! I think it's true. I think big words like